Manchester City fall behind Arsenal in title race. Pep Guardiola questioned whether it was only at a horse Premier League title race. But his Manchester City side can ill afford many slip-ups in their quest to hunt down leaders Arsenal. Mikel Arteta's Gunners have struck the latest blow in this cat-and-mouse chase, 4 points clear at the summit following City's frustrating goalless draw at Sunderland on Thursday night. City dropped points as the temperature at the Stadium of Light almost hit freezing on the first day of 2026, and Arsenal will need to maintain their cool as they are to claim their first top-flight crown in over 2 decades. City had 67% possession and 14 shots in the northeast, but were unable to break down a stubborn Sunderland defence, who claimed a well-earned point. To different tabs, said City captain Bernardo Silva after the game. In the first half we didn't play that well. We didn't control the counter as well as we should. We attacked a bit too quick, we didn't move them to find spaces. Second half we had a lot more chances, and today was one of those days, we couldn't finish them. We are not happy, because we wanted better than this, as goalless draws go. This was an thoroughly entertaining one, with both teams having chances to claim all 3 points. The home fans grew in confidence as the match wore on, but City could not find the key to unlock the defence, as Sunderland maintained their impressive unbeaten record at home this season. If you look at Sunderland's home record, I think it's a point well earned, former Manchester City defender Steph Houghton said on BBC Match of the Day. City will overall be disappointed because of the chances they created, but if you look at the likes of Arsenal and Aston Villa, to go there and get a point, we are halfway through the season. There is a long, long way to go. Just like Arsenal in November, City could not beat the Black Cats. And Sunderland boss Regis Lebris was understandably delighted by the result, saying, "I'm enjoying it. I think we showed strong character against probably one of the best teams in Europe at the minute. It was important to defend well. I think we were bold, because we tried to be aggressive and high up the pitch. I think we disturbed their routine, maybe their flow, and it was really important. We created a few chances as well, so it was a good game." While it was 2 points dropped in the title race, there was positive news for City, with 2024 Ballon d'Or winner Rodri returning to action from a hamstring issue. The 29-year-old missed the majority of last season to sustaining a serious knee injury, and has been limited to just 7 appearances this term. The sight of the Spaniard taking to the pitch as second half will be of relief to Guardiola and supporters, after Rodri featured in just 1 minute of action over the past 3 months. "He changed the game," said Guardiola of the midfielder. "He proved in 45 minutes that he is the best in his position. Football is about the players. With the build-up we struggled in the first half, and with Rodri we struggled less. He broke the lines. We were more fluid, arrived better, we moved better, and hopefully 1 year and a half without him, we missed him a lot, so hopefully he can stay because he makes us a better team." There was, however, mixed news on the injury front, and Guardiola said Savinho doesn't look good after the Brazilian hobbled off in the second half, while they await the extent of the issues suffered by Nico Gonzalez. The Sunderland game marked the start of 10 games in 4 different competitions for City, a run which goes up until the 1st of February. They will need to keep players off the treatment table, as they are to claim silverware this term, a problem which contributed to finishing to 0-2-4-2-0 to 5 empty-handed. 1 season without a trophy is major woe for Guardiola and City. 2 would be downright unthinkable. Something had to give, and it was not Sunderland's unbeaten home Premier League record. Instead, Manchester City's winning streak came to a juddering halt as Pep Guardiola's side spurned a chance to move within 2 points of Arsenal at the top of the table. Hats or should that be chapeau off to Regis Lebris and his clever and courageous Sunderland team for not merely frustrating City, but offering Gianluigi Donnarumma scope to remind everyone precisely why he is a world-class goalkeeper. As the final whistle blew, Erling Haaland had been contained. City's run of 8 straight wins in all competitions was over, and it seemed easy to see why the Stadium of Light DJ has taken to playing the Dave Clark Fives glad all over shortly before kick-off. It was Haaland's first visit to the Stadium of Light, and City's ultimately disappointing number 9 did not take long to make his presence felt. Only 6 minutes had passed when Haaland flicked on Ryan Cherki's corner, and Bernardo Silva's outstretched foot did the rest. Yet as City celebrations were cut short and Sunderland's goalkeeper Robin Roufs no longer looked quite so crestfallen, it became apparent that a linesman had detected Silva was fractionally offside. When a lengthy video assistant referee check confirmed that judgment it appeared, Silva must have overextended a toe. Brian Brobby has taken time to build his fitness up since arriving from Ajax last summer, but the striker showed off eye-catching strength to connect with a long ball and not so much shrug Ruben Deershoff, but bulldozer through the defender. Brobby had missed excellent chances during last Sunday's 1-1 draw with Leeds, but a fine save from Donnarumma ensured that it was not to be third time lucky for a centre-forward, well aware Lebris intends reinforcing his front line this month. If Sunderland's manager was impressed by Brobby's disruptive physicality, Lebris must also have been quietly encouraged by his entire team's intelligence, competitiveness and indefatigable pressing. Nordi Mukiel had, unusually, struggled against Dominic Calvert-Lewin during that Leeds visit, but the former Paris Saint-Germain defender delighted in frequently subduing Haaland here. When, thanks to a clever interchange with Matheus Nunes and Phil Foden, the Norwegian finally succeeded in dodging Mukiel, and his fellow Minders Roufs reacted smartly to save the striker's shot with his legs. Almost immediately Guardiola's persistent pacing of the away technical area assumed a sort of manic intensity that was surely more about internal agitation than a riposte to the bitter Wearside chill. As the temperature plummeted, it served as a reminder that a day when public transport in the northeast always shuts down for the New Year holiday was hardly ideal for staging an 8 p.m. kick-off, and especially not when visiting City fans faced an icy, 3-hour, late-night, Trans-Pennine drive home. At least it was considerably more engrossing than your typical 0-0 draw, even if City only managed 2 shots on target during an opening 45 minutes that concluded with Lebris's right back, Try Hume, glancing a header narrowly over the bar following Granit Xhaka's superior delivery. The tone-raising introduction of the fit-again Rodri at the outset of the second half improved City considerably, finally breaking Sunderland's lines and permitting Foden greater license to attack. Yet, although Savinho directed one highly inviting, Cherki conjured chance over the crossbar before subsequently prompting Roufs into another stellar save with his legs, the visitors generally found Sunderland's defence as opaque as Guardiola's future. The revelation that the former Chelsea manager, Enzo Maresca, has discussed the possibility of succeeding the Catalan should he opt to leave Manchester this summer, with figures associated to City added an air of intrigue to proceedings.